So you've probably heard the terms gasoline, diesel, spark, compression. They're at the heart of pretty much every car, truck, and machine out there. One uses this tiny little bolt of lightning, and the other, it uses just immense raw pressure. So what's the real story? How do they work, and which one's actually better? Well, let's dive in and find out. Yeah, when you boil it all down, it's really just spark versus squeeze. Are we going to make power with a perfectly timed little zap or with a massive, powerful squeeze? It's like two totally different ways of thinking about engineering. And trust me, by the time we're done here, you'll know exactly which one fits your needs. All right, let's kick things off with the one most of us are familiar with, right? The spark ignition engine. This is the engine that's probably in your car right now. It's the heart of pretty much every gasoline-powered vehicle, from the car you take to work to those screaming supercars. Okay, so the whole secret to this engine, it all comes down to one little thing, the spark plug. See, in this engine, you get this perfect mix of air and fuel ready to go before it even gets into the cylinder. But that mix, it's just sitting there, totally useless until something kicks it off. And that's the job of the spark plug, to deliver that one tiny, perfectly timed jolt of electricity. So let's break down how this works. It's kind of like a four-step dance. First, you mix air and fuel together to create this flammable mist. Then, the piston shoots up and squeezes that mix, packing it into a tiny space to make it even more explosive. And then, bam, the magic moment, the spark plug fires, igniting the whole thing. It's a powerful but totally controlled explosion that shoves the piston down, and that's what creates the power to make your car go. And this leads us to a really important number, the compression ratio. For these engines, it's usually somewhere between 8:1 and 12:1. Now, what does that even mean? Well, picture this. You take a whole soda can's worth of that air-fuel mix, and you crush it down into a space about the size of the cap. That's the kind of pressure we're dealing with. It's a big squeeze for sure, but it's not quite enough to set it off on its own. That mixture is just primed, ready and waiting for that spark to do its job. Okay, so now let's flip the script completely. Let's talk about a totally different way of doing things. Meet the powerhouse, the workhorse of the engine world, compression ignition. You probably know it better as the diesel engine. And look, if the gasoline engine is like a surgeon's scalpel, all about precision, and the diesel engine, it's a sledgehammer. It's all about brute force. And this is where you see the diesel's secret weapon. You can just forget about spark plugs entirely. They don't exist here. This engine uses a basic law of physics to its advantage. It just squeezes plain old air so hard, so intensely, that the air itself gets incredibly hot enough to instantly set fuel on fire. The squeeze is the spark. The compression is the ignition. You know, the way a diesel works is different right from the very first step. Notice how it only pulls in air, no fuel yet, just air. Then, the piston comes up and compresses that air with just incredible force. And we're not talking a little squeeze here. This is so intense, it heats that air up to a blistering 800 degrees Celsius. I mean, that's way hotter than your oven at home. It's only at that exact moment, when the air is scorching hot, that a fine spray of fuel gets injected, and boom, it ignites instantly. No spark plug necessary. And just look at the numbers here. It's a huge difference. We're talking a compression ratio of 14:1, sometimes as high as 25:1. That's like taking a whole room full of air and cramming it into a shoebox. It's that massive, massive pressure that creates all that heat for ignition. And it's really the secret to what makes a diesel engine, well, a diesel. All right, so we've got the basics down for both sides. Now it's time for the fun part. Let's put them head to head. The ultimate engine showdown. We're going to look at fuel, power, efficiency, all the good stuff to see where each one really comes out on top. So, if you want the short version, here it is in a nutshell. Spark engines, they use gasoline. It's quick to ignite, it gives you that zippy, responsive power, especially when you're really revving the engine high. On the other hand, compression engines use diesel. It's packed with energy, and they use that insane pressure to create just massive pulling power, what we call torque, right from a dead stop. Now, let's talk about sipping fuel. And in this category, there is a clear, undisputed winner. Compression ignition engines, diesels, are somewhere around 20 to 40% more fuel efficient. It's all because of that huge compression ratio. It literally wrings more energy out of every single drop of fuel. I mean, there's a reason every big rig on the highway is a diesel, right? When you're driving that far, every little bit of fuel you save is a huge deal. But what does that actually feel like when you're behind the wheel? Well, a spark ignition engine loves to rev high. It needs to spin really fast, high RPMs to hit its sweet spot for power. That's why sports cars have that high-pitched scream. A diesel, though, is the total opposite. It gives you all of its muscle, that maximum pulling power or torque, at really low engine speeds. It's that feeling of effortless grunt that just shoves you back in your seat, and it's what makes towing something heavy feel like it's barely even there. Okay, so let's wrap up the pros and cons for spark ignition. On the plus side, they're usually quieter, they run smoother, and they're lighter. They also cost less to build, which means the car is often cheaper, and of course that high-revving personality makes them feel really fun and sporty. What's the downside? Well, mainly you're giving up some fuel economy, and you don't get that same kind of heavy-duty, low-speed pulling power. And now for the diesel side of things. The pros here are pretty compelling. You get way better fuel efficiency, just a mountain of torque for towing heavy stuff, and these things are famous for being incredibly durable. They just last forever. On the flip side, they usually cost more up front, they're heavier, and yeah, they can be a bit noisier, though to be fair, modern diesels have gotten so much quieter, it's pretty amazing. So after all that, we're back to where we started, the big question. We've gone through the specs, we've had the showdown, so who's the winner? Which engine is better? Well, the truth is, the answer isn't about the engine. It's about you. So let's figure out your perfect match. If what you really want is a zippy, responsive car that's great for driving around town, and you'd rather not spend a ton of money up front, then yeah, spark ignition is probably for you. But if you need a true workhorse, something to tow a boat or a trailer, something that gets amazing mileage on long highway road trips, then the compression ignition engine is, without a doubt, your champion. And that, right there, is really the biggest thing to take away from all this. There's no such thing as the one best engine. It just doesn't exist. The only thing that matters is which one is the best engine for you, for what you need it to do, how you like to drive, and what you care about most. And it's also worth remembering that this stuff isn't set in stone. The technology is always moving forward. Engineers are working like crazy to make gasoline engines even more efficient, and to make diesels cleaner and quieter than ever. Honestly, the lines between these two are getting blurrier and blurrier every single year. Which, of course, leaves us with one last, really big question. With everything moving toward electric vehicles, what does the future hold for the good old combustion engine? What's the next chapter for these incredible machines that have powered our world for over a century? It's a fascinating thought, and I think we're all about to find out the answer pretty soon. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.